Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild. Welcome, everyone. Episode 111 of What's on the Bench Weekly. Hooray, we did it. We're here. It's Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I thought I'd do a live stream to sort of go over a couple of projects. It's been a while since we've done a What's on the Bench live, so what better time than now than to do one? Well, well, look at that comment. Look at that sweater. Yeah, I got this sweater in Ireland. It's an Irish sweater, and yeah, it's quite nice. He's late. He must be polishing his crystal shifter. No crystal shift knob on my Volvo, just a regular one. But still, it does weird. Like it doesn't move. It's odd. It's very Volvo-esque. I better turn on my Christmas tree here. Forgot to do that first. There we go. That's good. And what are we turning that play button into an RC thing? I considered that. I thought about doing something kind of strange with it. But I think we'll just leave that one as is. Origin Factory, hello. Congrats, Matt, on 100K. Thank you very much. It's funny. It happened a little while ago now. A couple weeks back, and we're already up to 101,000. So, it's pretty good. Your FMS shawl would look quite good with that. Yeah, maybe. No serial killer glasses, so there's that. Yeah, true. FMS scarf would go nicely with that sweater. Hey, Mike, thanks very much. Congratulations on your 100,000K. 100,000. Or 100K. Not 100,000K. Yeah, I'm very appreciative of all of you for being a part of this whole thing. It's great. It's awesome. Congrats on 101K. Thanks for the bolt separator. What bolt separator is that? Have to remind me. Did you wake up with any odd rashes? No, I'm rash free, thank goodness. Mr. Big Time now. Yeah. For whatever reason, I was very sleepy today. I had to have a nap. I'm not usually much of a nap guy, but I went to bed. Not bed, but I went to sleep on the couch while Rebecca was watching shows after dinner. And very relaxing. Unsubbed to keep your ego in check. It's for your health. Thanks. That nap, actually, it made me feel a lot better, too. So that's good. Okay. The screw size separator print, the viral video. Right, I got it. I remember now. Am I near Barrie? No, I'm not. I'm in Toronto, right downtown. 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos. Congrats, I missed last night's takeover, so I guess I'm here tonight. That's good. Tonight's going to be a pretty cool night, I think. I'm pretty excited. You're turning into... God, I hope not. The world doesn't need another Josh. I will say that quite confidently. Has Richard passed you yet in subs? No, but he's well on his way. GCM Racing, hello. How are you guys? Did you bring the bacon? No. Should I have brought that? I didn't know this was a bacon party. I apologize. Are you near Steve? Scuba Steve? No. You're not going to be building Clodbuster wheels tonight. Or you're going to be building Clodbuster. Well, I have. They're not Clodbuster. Where'd that other tire go? Here it is. But here's one of the tires from this Primer Artifact Taken. And they're big. And they're well detailed. Look at all the detail work on there. Nice mega tread pattern. All these are printed wheels. He does offer, or will be offering, aluminum wheels as well. But yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. There is no oiling this chair. In fact, I got very close to ordering a new chair today. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yes, it's time to retire this chair and buy myself a new chair. I can't stand this chair any longer. It's so noisy no matter what I do. It's very, very old. Did I have a good Thanksgiving? In October I did, yes. Canada doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving in November like America does. We have our own more close to the end of harvest Thanksgiving. But yes, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Don't you have a chair sponsor? I don't, Eric. I don't. I don't know why. I'd like one, though. But I need a very specific chair. Because most chairs are low. This is a standing desk. And the lowest I can have the chair be is 23 inches off the ground. So that means I have to get a drafting stool. And I've found some good ones. I did look at a Viper chair, but they won't ship to Canada. So no Viper chair for me, unfortunately. Just order it already as a 100K gift subscriber gift to yourself. Yes, that's true. Ugh, IKEA, no. I have a Herman Miller in the other room. That's my office chair. That's my desk chair for editing. But my Herman Miller's probably 15 years old, maybe more. It could be 20, but it's still going strong. Salt Pond RC, member for 5 months. Wow. So this Taken is advertising as an Ascent vehicle. What the heck is that? I don't know. I don't know. We'll go over the website here in a minute. It's not just going to be talking heads for this episode. I do have trucks to show. So we'll do that too. What servo do you recommend for HPI Baja 5B steering? I was thinking Reef's Beast 1000 or for most expensive, or EcoPower one for less. I'm running a Reef's Beast 1000. That's what I have in mind. And it has been amazing. So you could do that, or you could try this EcoPower. I know that they do some pretty good servos. Print your next chair. Someone suggested I build it with my knife, and I like that quite a bit. This live stream would have been awesome watching you figure out how to put a chair together. Be like Josh with the Legos. Herman Miller does make a standing desk chair, or like a drafting stool, but it's really expensive. It's more than I wanted to spend on a chair. I'll put it that way. A Volvo owner scuffing at IKEA? That's correct. Not everything Swedish is perfect. They don't do good chairs. At least I don't think they do. If you can find me a better standing chair or stool from IKEA, I'll listen to you. All right. When's the chair auction? Nobody wants this chair. Trust me on that. You do not want it. All right. I'm not reading this one. My favorite chef is from Sweden. Oh boy. Okay. Let's take a look at a truck. How about that? Would that be something you're interested in? There it is right there. Look at that. The little Ford is all done ish for the most part. I've got a My Trick RC light kit in there now. And I did some nice warm glow headlights so it doesn't look too modern, which I thought was good. We did the surround, just the trim around the windshield there. I've added some wipers now, painted the lettering. What else? Oh yeah, put these wheels and tires back. These tires these worked. These worked the best. So I didn't want to muck about too much with other wheels and other tires. I thought this would be quite good. And I'm really quite pleased with the white. It's an off-white on these steel wheels. These are printed. These are like a 155. I found these on Shapeways, like, gosh, when was Shapeways open? A long time ago. Anyway, I'm really, really pleased with this one. Not only did I do the headlights, I should have done taillights. I decided not to. But I hope we can see this. Can you see in there? Look at the green glow of all those gauges. I am so happy with how that turned out. Look at that, man. Isn't that awesome? Focus on the right things. Anyway, that's the Ampro Engineering interior and all the Ampro Engineering pieces to make this Blackfoot body not look like a Blackfoot anymore. Which I'm really, really quite chuffed on. Enduro 12th scale, which I think is a nice little platform. It actually works pretty well. Yeah, all of these bits, except for the wipers, which you can't see, except for those wipers, are from Ampro. So the little badges on the side there, the side mirrors, the roll bar, the rear tail lights, which are a very nice piece, I might add. The lettering for the back of the tailgate. What else? The full interior, obviously. That's all Ampro. And I'm really happy with how this little guy turned out. I missed a super chat. Where is it? Blind Guy RC, thank you very much for the super sticker. I can't see it, but I hope it's good. Yeah. Have you used M-Body I got for cheap? It goes up to 22 inches. Not high enough. How about the Waffle House buggy? Oh, wait. Dang. Why did that transition to the truck give me shopping channel vibes? What do you mean, this one? Let's change the... We've got other ones that we can just cut. Bap. Bap. Boring. Boring. I like it better when it fades, man. Give me the fade. Zip. So yeah, that's the Ampro truck. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I think it looks really cute. I should do inner fenders though, shouldn't I? Shouldn't leave that exposed. Maybe put a driver in there too. But it's just, what's really nice about it is the track width. Like, it actually feels not comical. I mean, it feels comical when it's like sitting up like that, but when it's in its natural environment, I think it looks quite good. I'm pretty happy with this one. What do you think about it? Lights turned out nice. Need to start back on mine. Element 12, yes. I'll take the chair just because I live in Toledo, but I'm not paying for shipping. I've got the Traxxas light kit in my TRX4 Blazer. Is there an easy way to make the headlights more yellowish? Yes, there is, Mike. Let me explain to you how to do that. This is what's great. This is what is great about What's on the Bench live, because we can just go through this stuff together and learn. Just getting some paint. If you want to make your LED headlights that are like a white or like a blue-white, you want to make them look a bit less that way, you can dip them in Tamiya X24. Where does it say X24? There we go. Clear yellow. Just dip them real quick. Just give them one quick dip, and then you've got a nice warm white. It's that simple. I don't know why I need to get this whole thing of paint out, but I did. This is all the other paint I have that doesn't fit on the paint stuff over there. God, this chair. Over it. So over it. What have I missed? Did I miss much? Not yet. Shapeways is coming back. Yes. I saw that news as well, which is interesting news. Apparently from the original people as well. So that's a good sign. Here in this household, we unplug our batteries. And we take them out of the trucks. I forgot to tell you, I magnet mounted this body. Did I tell everybody that already? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But yeah, best way for this one to work, I thought. Yeah. Cheers to tiny trucks. I like this one a lot. Should I do a little running video? I should probably do a running video. Oh, how the hell is it glowing? Lights? Yes. My Trick RC has 5mm green LEDs on strings that you can add to their lighting kit, and Ampro built in, because this was this whole interior was from Shapeways. He had a whole bunch of clear printed elements that kind of stuck into the dash. It's quite a unique kit and quite intense. I think I did a What's on the Bench episode on that interior. You should go back and look. But yeah, that's how all of those things light up. It's pretty cool. How would that body fit on the Capra? Well, I don't know, because I don't have a Capra. It would have to be the UTB 18 probably. And you might want to do the bugger conversion if you wanted to put a different body on it. That might work. That could be a thing. I had a new guy in high school that had pretty much the exact same truck minus the stripes. That's cool. Right on. Very cool. Oh yeah, UTB 18 that is. Yeah. It might fit. You might need to stretch the wheelbase slightly, because I think this is a little tiny bit longer than the Beetle. Hey, my name's Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Amazing work on the interior. Thank you. It's because of the corner trees. Where did you get the interior lights? It's all part of that Shapeways kit. So if Shapeways comes back, you'll be able to get this interior again. I think you need the dance club lights behind you. All you have to do is that. So stupid. Where's the leaf springs? Yeah, I know. I should do a conversion on that one first. Dually was better. Get that filthy thought out of here. Yuck. No one tell him they make transparent vinyl he could use. What? I'm way behind on comments. I'm so sorry. Show the magnetic mount, please. Okay, I will do that. I'm happy to do stuff like that. That's what this whole show is about. What I did... Oh, these are super strong magnets. My goodness. I gotta unplug a couple wires here. Stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. And... there we go. Okay, so... what I did was I designed and printed some magnet tabs to go into where the original body posts were. These are square, so I needed to design and then print these little guys, and then I just glued a magnet into place on each of them, and they've got a bit of wiggle room. And then what I did was I put the other magnet on top and then dabbed a bunch of like super glue onto there, and then I just glued them to the bottom of the body. Don't ever look underneath another man's truck body, because then you'll see all the mess. But yeah, you can see there, those are where the magnets went, and you can also see that I ran out of the donut ring magnets and had to improvise with another magnet of the same height. But yeah, that's how it works, and then it always just snaps right into place, exactly where you wanted it to go. So that worked out pretty well. I'm loving that transition. I should do a running video. Okay, snow run. Well, good. It's snowing right now. Hopefully not too many inches. Side by side with Shippy. Which, do you mean Dippy? I can go get Dippy. Actually, that's a good idea for the person who wanted to know if this body would fit. Okay, stand by. I shall return. Don't go anywhere. I should probably just leave Dippy in here. But yeah, okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, they're the same wheelbase almost. Holy shnikes. I forgot how big this guy was, or how little this guy was. But yeah, that would actually, that could be a thing that people could do. Huh. Yeah, so yeah, if you have a UTB-18, you could put that body on it, probably. Actually, you know what? Let's just take this body off, because I think the interior, oh no, it won't work. It won't work. I'll leave this body on. And just plop this one next to it, so you can see at least what it might look like. so much strong language on that Beetle. Yeah, that would basically work. You'd want to what's a better way to do this? Come on, Matt, get it together. Yeah. Yeah, that would pretty much sit pretty much proper. There you go. You'd have to obviously make your own mounts to make it fit on this conversion, but it's good to know that it would fit. I love this guy. That's probably one of my favorite trucks that I've done in some time. Let's go back to some comments here. Does Rebecca have any RCs? No, she's not into it. She appreciates that I'm into it, but she's not into it. You being in such a large city, Facebook Marketplace has tons of professional chairs and businesses that are going under. I will just look there first. That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Blind Guy, thank you so much. Awesome work, Matt. 100K is very much deserved. I appreciate that. Thank you. UTB, oh yeah, that's a good point. UTB is slightly wider, but you'd get a more monster trucky look. So that's not so bad. That could work. Scale RC Adventures, thank you very much. My first RC was a Blackfoot. Damn, I'm old. Well, at least your first RC wasn't the Batmobile. That would make you... Well, actually, no. I guess they're pretty much the same age, aren't they? I hadn't really considered that, but yes. They're all old. We're all old. We're old. More Kyosho Phaser rally footage. That was a fun video to shoot. I really enjoyed that one a lot. Did I miss the Batmobile? Yes, but only because I don't think I'm going to do anything with the Batmobile tonight. Explain magnets for our Juggalo viewers. Oh my god. Hey Adam, thanks very much. Much appreciated. Is that Shugu? Yes. A little CA first to get it to kind of sit in place, and then I'll go in afterwards while it's still connected and Shugu around it to really hold it in place. Are you getting the new HPI Venture Yoda? I don't know yet. I'm not familiar with that. I saw it on the news, I think. It's pretty on the outside, and that's all that matters. Can you set the bugger body on the other chassis? Is that what you're asking? I could do that. Sure. Let's do that too. Why not? They're both here. Let's just do it. Do love a good, strong magnet mount. I'll tell you that. And then I think I do want to get into the Taken build a little bit and actually do some building with you guys live, because I think that would be super fun. No, I can't. I can't take this off because the lights are wired in, and I didn't really make that doable quickly. So that's not happening. Sorry. Did you guys know that the driver has a pornographic magazine in the back seat? Big guns. It's hard to see, but it's in there. Just a cover. He reads it for the articles. Okay, let's get going on other stuff here. I don't want to waste too much time Is that snowmobile still together? I need to print a couple pieces for that snowmobile. Because I did crash it the last time I drove it. But we'll get there. So all your tires are getting flat spots? Well, no. Yes, a little bit. But you give them a good rotate every once in a while and you're fine. The underside of that F-150 body looks like it would thoroughly upset Josh. Yeah, but he doesn't build trucks like this anyway. So he can be as upset as he wants. It doesn't matter. Do you keep Dippy in your bedroom? No, Dippy's he's tucked away in one of the cupboards in the other room. Okay. I have to go scroll through a few here. Any pointers on doing a VS410 leafer? I'm getting ready to do a Twisted Fab leaf build. That's all you got to do. Twisted Fabco, and then you're pretty much good to go. He includes everything you need, except axles and axle mounts for leafs. So find a set of those. For a VS410, you're going to want to use an offset front axle, obviously. That's it. It's pretty straight ahead, pretty straightforward. If you watch any of the videos where I'm working on Darla back there, or Darla, not, I almost called it Daria. That's Josh's brain. If you watch any of those videos, I go into some pretty reasonable detail on how that all works. Are you into other hobbies? You probably don't have time. You are so right. I keep threatening myself with the struggle of getting into VR sim racing and stuff. I want a setup, but I also know I won't use it. Or I'll do that and I won't do this. It's like I have to find a balance, and I don't know that I would be able to. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that worked out. That's cool. Is the filming of Flying Cars 2 over? You've been at the Wednesday Night Lives a lot. I'm not. There's no Flying Cars 2. I don't even know. Like, what would they do in that movie? Unbelievable. Are you gonna make an out of shape Michael Keaton Batman for the Batmobile? No. It doesn't have an interior. There's no, like, it's not glass or lenses. It's just molded plastic. Oh God, nah, Josh. I can't believe I even looked at that comment. Claymore RC, thank you very much. Hey, greetings and greetings from very hot New Zealand. Thanks for your contributions to the hobby. I'm much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. All right, let's. Is the Bugger Class 1 legal? Yes, it is. Provided you do a chassis mounted servo. That's. You can do that. It's an included part of the kit. I just haven't done it. Laziness. But yes, it can be. Will I be doing an RC stroller like K-pop? No. That's his idea through and through. He can have that one. You ordering your sim racing setup with that new chair? I keep looking at sim setups. Track Racer has a good one. Playseat has a good one. I don't know what to do. What is your video? Did you pinch the Hilux hood? I don't remember which one I did that in, but I did do it. You're gonna have to go back and find it. I think the thumbnail was that hood. Oh yeah. What is the video where you pinch the RC? I have no clue. I can't remember for the best of my abilities which episode that was. There's been 111 of them, so forgive me. I don't have a spreadsheet like some weird nerd. Dolores? No, there is no Ripper 2, but there's definitely a Flying Cars 2. All right, we're all caught up. Thank God. Where can I even watch Flying Cars? You haven't seen it yet, Jeff? Oh man. Well, you can buy it on iTunes. I think it's only like $3. I think that's our only option here in Canada. You may find it on Amazon Prime. in the States. I can't remember exactly. Robbie Bobster, hello. I miss you already. Feels like it's been forever since we got to meet that one time. I love that people are defending it. It's worth the watch. It absolutely 100% isn't worth the watch. It's a terrible movie. It's so bad. Okay, before we get into the... I don't even know where to put this now. There are too many trucks again. There. Sit up there tonight. You go over there. You, lights are off, go down here. You sit on top of that other optic. We've got so many. So bad it's good. Yes, it really truly is. I really liked your RWB drift build. Thank you. Was it difficult to get the track width wide enough for the body? No. Just nice, super wide offset on the wheels. I had adjustable wheels from DC Drift, I think it is, and they're quite a good offset, so not too bad. What does suck though is that body isn't really technically a drift body, so it doesn't fit in terms of wheelbase most any drift cars, so you will have to make some adjustments there if you want it to work. Okay, let's have you done anything to your early Axial Bronco? Yes, I sold it a long time ago. I don't have it anymore. I haven't had it in years. Nice body though. Nice body. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about before we get into this Taken build, because I am going to do some stuff on that tonight. If you are a VIP or a supporting level member of the Scale Builders Guild forum, which is still a thing, we're doing a giveaway, a Christmas giveaway. We're doing 2 prizes to 2 separate winners. The first thing that I'm giving away is a brand new in box Axial SCX 10.3 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon kit. So sealed, never been opened, not been futzed with in any way. That's one of the prizes. And I will select someone at random from that forum thread. You have to go find it in the giveaways section, and you can only see it if you're a paying member, because that's the deal. I'll ship this to you for free. No questions asked. No money exchanges hands. So that's the first prize. The second prize, which I think this is quite a good one. The second prize is a Team Associated Hoonigan Hoonicorn Apex 2. Also new in box, unopened, ready to run. Factory sealed with all the good bits. I quite like this car quite a bit. And to sweeten that pot, if it's not sweet enough already, I'll also include the Apex 2 Rally Conversion Kit, so you can give that car a bit more oomph in terms of power, travel, suspension, etc. So, good prizes, and no purchase necessary, no skill testing questions. There is no money exchanging hands. It's pure giveaway. The miracle of Christmas. So, yes, if you are a member, you have to be a member to be able to even see that thread. So, not just a member of the forum, but a paying member. Supporting membership is $20 a year. VIP membership is $35 a year. There are some perks that go along with that, including image hosting. So it does make using a forum a lot easier. So there you go. Those 2 things there. You do have to either post a picture of a Jeep or your favorite Ken Block photo or moment or whatever. But very easy to do that. So there you go. That's it. Thank you to all of the people who are members of the forum and continue to add their posts and share all their builds. It is very key to keep these things alive, because there's no shortage of great information to be had there. So If you become a member today, you are eligible, of course. As soon as you can see that thread, you participate. And there is no shortage of the amount of times you can enter. You can spam that thread as much as you want. In fact, I encourage it. All right, let's talk Taken. Now, this is a pretty cool thing here. This is a whole new project, or product, I guess, from the people here at Primer Artifact, and they're by trade they're industrial designers, and they've done some pretty cool industrial design for some other clients. They've done stuff like Western Digital hard drives as an example of some of the stuff they've done, and this is like, for me, I saw this and I was like, this is a really cool looking thing. It's got this sort of like, if I were to sort of put it into a category, I would say it kind of reminds me of the Halo Warthog a little bit in terms of its design. The style of it is really unique. It's all SLA printed nylon, so it's like Shapeways level quality printing that you get to assemble. And there is a few different levels of kits, and it is not cheap. It's not for everybody, for sure. But you can get like a full kit that has all the electronics included, all the mechanicals that you'll need. And then there's more of like mine, which is more of like a builder's kit. So it doesn't come with the transmission, doesn't come with drive shafts, axles, any electronics, or shocks. So it is much more like a pretty raw kit, and you have to put a whole bunch of stuff together. So yeah, it's not cheap, and it's not based off any other chassis. It is all completely unique to Primer Artifact. And it is big. If I can, you're supposed to use bomber axles, so AR-60s. You can use RR-10s as well. But yeah, it's big. I'm gonna switch cameras here because we're gonna get started showing some stuff off and maybe even constructing some things. But there's one of the tires right there. I don't think they have the specs on here. Oh, they do actually. 60 by 220 by 66. 50 by 2, no wait, 60? 60 by 2.2 by 66. So it's like 6.6 inches high. Is that accurate? Where's my ruler? Good thing I have all of these things handy. Yeah, 6 inches or so. So it's a big tire. It's going to be a big truck, obviously. The nice thing about the Taken is that at $1,100, it doesn't have a transmission, shock, drive shafts, or axles, so they're able to keep the price low. Okay. Sarcasm. I get it. But what you're getting here is a bespoke, like, limited run, one-off vehicle. So you can't expect prices to be low. Imagine getting this molded in injection molding. It would be ridiculously expensive. Let me show you some of the parts so you understand some of the quality that's going into this. Here's one of the seats, a little jump seat that goes with this thing. Every piece is obviously printed and designed by the guys at Primer Artifact, and you can see every piece has also got threaded inserts already put into it. Why does that look so dark? Let's get this ISO up a little bit here. There we go. That's better. Anyway, yeah, so you can see pretty cool looking design to this whole thing. And lots of really huge SLA printed pieces. Like, there's the roof panel. And the quality of these prints, just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's not like anything you'd typically be able to print at home. These are like, I think this is the Formlabs printer that they use to make all these parts. So it's pretty incredible. All right. Sorry, I'm just going through some comments here. People will never understand. Cool stuff is not cheap. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Cool, unique, original stuff is generally not cheap. Yes, super expensive. But again, bespoke and pretty unique. Okay, so let's maybe start building. The instruction manual is fantastic. I should bring that up real quick. It's all online, which is handy. And yeah, kind of gives you a full rundown of what you need to accomplish and where things go. All the hardware is included, which is pretty neat. And you say that, Rudy, but wait until we get it put together. I think you'll find that this is pretty strong stuff. It's not a joke. Like, there's a lot of parts here. I almost knocked my beer straight off the table. There's a lot of parts here that are pretty rigid, and once they get all assembled, I think we'll find that it's pretty strong. In fact, why don't we just start assembling right now? Get back to big screen here, and I'm just going to pull up the instructions and start going through here and start finding all these pieces. We're going to start with our... I made the mistake of taking everything out and just putting it back in the box, not in any sort of organized fashion. So you're going to have to bear with me while I find all the pieces we need. As he laughs with some embarrassment. Anyway, here's our chassis plate here. It's built around, this is the only part where I'm a bit concerned. It's built around the SSD scale transmission, which is getting harder and harder to find these days. So hopefully Taken's put together a nice order of those. Maybe that's why they're hard to find, because he's got them all now. But it does come with all the hardware, which I now will also have to find. The cool thing that I really liked, which I can show you quite quickly here, are these iridium windows. Like, all the glass is pre-cut, laser cut, and it looks so cool. Look at the reflection on that stuff. That is wild. That is just wild, wacky, cool. Very cool stuff. It's like sunglasses. Somebody said Oakley is calling. So that's pretty neat. I think that this whole thing is pretty cool. Break out the bits and pieces. Let's get screwing around. I would buy the kit but use Traxxas TRX4 drivetrain. Not a bad idea. I think it's pretty specific though in the way the motor mount is. I won't be installing any of that because I don't currently have that transmission sitting around. Give me a second while I find all the parts here that we need for this first few steps. I really should have just laid it all out here on the table, but I'm not sure why I didn't do that. Maybe I will. I'll just start piling stuff up over here so we can have clear access to it. I really like the attention to detail is pretty cool, and I think what I'm going to do once I get it all assembled is I'm going to give it a cool camo pattern. I'm just getting here, but what even is that thing? You want to see what it's going to look like there, Richard? There it is right there. Sure are a lot of pieces. I feel like this won't be a one-day build. Though maybe it will. I mean, it won't, because I have a bomber kit upstairs, but I didn't really want to like break into that one quite yet. I should have had this all prepared beforehand. That would have been a lot more helpful. I bet Josh would be organized. Yeah, he probably would be, knowing him. But he's not here, so we don't have to worry about that. They do a great job of labeling all the hardware too. There's two different options for building too. You can do crew cab or four-door. I think. Yeah. All right. Pulling the instructions back up and getting at this. When you think about the pricing, just think about how much you'd spend on any other custom build. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to get up there pretty quickly. $1,100 sounds like a lot now. And it is. I'm not defending it either way. It's expensive. There's no doubt about that. But it is pretty cool. So you can see that motor plate is very much set up for that SSD transmission. So I think for this iteration, and one of the things that we're doing here is partially kind of like going through this process so we can kind of walk the guys who are creating this together and saying, okay, you know, maybe what you should do is this next time. Or maybe you should try this next time. Just to kind of say, look, you know, like maybe scale it down a little bit and make it smaller. Would it fit in RC four-wheel drive R2 transmission? Like one piece of advice I would give them for the next time is not put all the hardware into one bag, and maybe separate it out so it's a little easier to manage, so you know what goes where. M3x8 isn't even in this bag. M3x8, roof, four-door, bumper, crew cab. Okay, if this one will work. A-Main does not have that scale transmission in stock. They are out of stock, and I think RPP is as well. Those old flapping lips. I checked today, actually. Yeah, while these bags are a nice way to package things, they are a terrible way to discern what hardware is in there. Get my ruler out. I feel woefully underprepared for this tonight. Wonder why that is. Just use the screw sorter. I do have that, don't I? Okay, and then this piece goes here. All right. Wait. That can't be right. Oh, I see. I like the captured, nuts or nutzerts. Wait, these aren't the right bolts for this. Oh boy. Come on, Matt, get it together. What are you, a builder or a assembler? I think I'm using the wrong bag. That's cross-threaded. Second screw and taking it back apart. Yes. Well, you know, sometimes it's more about the journey, less about the destination. And to be fair, I've never built this before. It says M3 by flat, but it's not threaded that way. Anyway, that's what it says. I'm gonna do it. Spray some hairspray on it. Would you consider this a badass ride? That's a joke from my favorite car show, Rust to Riches, which is not at all a dramatization. It's a real show. It's not a real show at all. Okay, let's do this again, but better. Okay, we've got our first piece on. Perfection. And then this piece doesn't get screwed in. It's supposed to. It doesn't show it being screwed in yet, but that's going to come in a later step. They do want you to put the transmission in. Like I said, I don't have one, but imagine it goes right here. And I will get one at some point. Just not today. All right, battery tray and trans cover. So that's going to be this piece here. I do like how everything keys together so nicely. This is a very well designed product for sure. Where's our battery tray? Here's that piece there, and that's going to go just like that. Oh yeah, lovely. And what do we need there? M2.5 by 12. Flat 6. Man, I wish I had 2 or 3 DeWalts, because then we could just not swap bits. Lift this up carefully. I do like that. How everything is kind of keyed together. Beauty. D'Artagnan, thank you very much. SBG, we do it nice because we do it twice. No, it's just the thing. There's no mechanicals in this version of the kit. And, you know, go back to Shapeways. Remember Shapeways prices? That's the level of the quality of the prints. So it's not cheap. I don't disagree with you on that at all. It is not cheap. But it's not like a wide mass market product either. So it's not like you're going to see 6 of these or 7 of these at the same event. You probably won't even see one. Now we're motoring along quite well. My biggest suggestion to these guys when I saw this thing in real life, because it is quite large, I was like, you should scale it down. So you could use a typical 9th scale or 10th scale axle instead, because that would make it, you know, cheaper to manufacture. And you could also make smaller so that people could use regular size axles. And that obviously would change your transmission and everything inside it, but I think it's something that they should definitely consider because it is very big. Maybe the problem is that this channel is not really a building channel. Would SCX6 axles and bits work in that? No, doubtful. It wasn't designed around those, and those are way big. So probably not. All right, what step are we on to next? Okay, we're going to put this piece on here. Or does this go on the front? I believe this goes on the front. Yes, it does. Right there. What do we need there? M3 by 10. 1, 2, 3. Man, my kingdom for 2 DeWalts. Hound Stuff, thanks very much. Congrats on 100K. Looking forward to the next 100K. Much appreciated. Can't you just flex seal it together? Wait, it's bigger than a 10 scale and uses basically an RC four-wheel drive transmission. That is not an RC four-wheel drive transmission. Do not disparage the SSD scale transmission and mention an RC four-wheel drive one in the same breath. This one's substantially better. 2.5 by 8. Where do those go? Oh, we need the top cover now, which is this piece. It's like a big Lego. Thanks, Rich. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I haven't seen you in some time now. Did you come? You weren't at By the Fire this year, were you? Oh no, you were. You were. What am I thinking? I remember now. Hold it together with hairspray. These are all great ideas, guys. Sunflower State, thanks very much. Take one of Josh's next month. Yeah, that's right. When I go see him, I will. Just CA the whole thing. Black Sheep Chassis, thank you very much. Congrats, Matt. I'm in the past rewatching. Ah, excellent. This is bad. I haven't bought anything RC for a year. I think me needs this. You know what? I really like how unique it is. I think it's very different. And that to me was reason alone to give it a shot. They do a really good job of showing sort of like what things should go where in the instructions. See if I can show you. Like, for example, the receiver or like the power box, because they want you to use a Fusion 2-in-1. They show you exactly where it should go, and there's actually like holes pre-cut or pre-designed into it, so you can do that sort of thing quite easily. It is a very smart design. These guys really know what they're doing in terms of the construction of it, for sure. Yes, I'm glad that someone else agrees with me. DeWalt should sponsor you since you did that nice DeWalt scheme a while back. That's true. I should talk to them about that. It's, yeah, see, it is, like, there's something really unique about it that I very much like. I can't really put my finger on why, but it is cool as, man. So these parts look very similar to each other, but they're not. This one is the one we're going to be starting with here. And the feel of this, like the texture of this, it feels like that it's got a very military kind of technical sort of texture to it that I think is really going to look cool when I put like a camo pattern on it. I think it'll just be like a one-tone camo. Like we'll keep the gray, but then we'll do like a lighter gray or maybe a darker gray and just give it sort of like a cool kind of camo look. I think that's the vibe, I think. All right, rear tire mount. What does that piece look like? I feel like that's going to be in one of these bags, probably. Those are headlights. Maybe it's in this one. Will you disassemble to paint? Yes. Not entirely, no. What I'll do probably is just like, I'll do the chassis, like I'll do the main construction of like everything, and then I'll do it, and then I'll take it apart and put the lenses and glass and interior bits back on. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Okay, so we're gonna do this spare tire mount right here, which slides right into there. And then we get M3x14 flathead, which I think are these guys. Oh, that chair, honestly. So over it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That didn't quite catch. Snow camo, Arctic camo. I feel like I may not do... Maybe I'll do like a riff on that, but I don't want to do something too similar to the Fire Team, because I actually feel like this and the Fire Team sort of almost kind of look the same in a way, right? They have sort of the same kind of lines to it. Cross thread for the win! Okay, that's done. And now the front piece goes on the front. Now where exactly does... Oh, we need to put... Hang on, there's a brace that goes in the middle, which I think is hiding. Here it is. This is all towards the front. This goes in the middle. Yes, keys right in. It's like Lego, which is great. And then this piece goes there. This is getting very big. Good thing I have this brand new big giant desk. And then that goes there. We should zoom out a little bit. Look at that. It's no joke. And then what do we need here? M3 by 10. That's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to screw in these top parts. What are we making? We are making the Taken is the name of this thing. And it's from a company called Primer Artifact. And they're out of Los Angeles. They're industrial designers by trade. And they got super inspired by radio control and decided to go crazy and make something that no one's ever seen before. And this is it so far. Oops. Sounds like I'm cross-threading it, doesn't it? There we go. Much better. Okay, so that's all of that portion. Let's move on. Next page. Now we're getting into the bulkhead assembly. So we're going to be adding a lot of screws to this thing in every place possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all going to get screwed together here. Those poor nutserts. Just that one. All the rest of these are going in just fine. What a monster. I kind of forgot how big it was. But yeah, it's big. Oop. Always remember to turn your torque down a little bit. There we go. Okay, what's next? A fixed frame to floor. We need more M3 by 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all going to be the ones along the bottom here. So far, the fit and finish has been pretty amazing. I say that. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm curious. I would like to talk to Greg is the name of one of the guys who's responsible for this. I'd like to talk to him about where the inspiration for the look of this came from. And yes, I realize, I'll have to disassemble all of this to get the electronics in. But to be fair, I'll probably be waiting a little while for the axles to arrive and transmission and all those bits and pieces. So it's not really that big of a deal. I don't mind taking things apart and putting them back together. Oop. Yeah, military concept vehicle for sure. I see that too. Would not want to do this without a power tool, that's for sure. All right, what do we got next? Oh, you can also, as part of the ESC area, which we're going to get into next here, you can actually add a fan in this area here, because this is where I think your ESC is meant to go. You can put a fan in there too. You need one more piece, which might still be in the box. I believe it is. Let me double check. Yep, here it is. So this is where your fan could be mounted, and then that whole thing would sit in there, which is pretty cool. Show the instructions. Are they good? Yeah, they're great. They are right here. And you can see they're all online, which is nice. You don't have to print them out. But very easy to follow instructions so far. Tell you exactly what screws you need and where. Oh yeah, sorry. It was designed for the Fusion. So my mistake. I don't mean ESC. I mean the motor itself. That's what the fan would be for. Because your motor sits basically in right in there. And there's actually, it's got a nice outlet here as well for some exhaust as well. So basically you can blow cool air over the motor because it is quite contained in there. And then there's this, look at that. Like there's this nice grill that sits on top of that, which is cool as. That is sick. Good time to plug your SBG slappers. That's a good point. Very much so, Josh. If you guys are interested, let's actually switch cameras here so we can see my pretty face. I don't, where are my slappers? I think I have some in here. Usually I do. Here we are. Here's one right here. If you want some SBG themed stickers, Josh Toth there in the chat from Thread and Resin on his website has a bunch of these available. Go pick those up. Slap them on your full sizer. That's what people say, right? Okay, back to the build. Yeah, I love all of this attention to detail, and this kind of design work really does it for me. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's hide that. Get back to this. Oh, you have some of these, do you, Frank? Excellent, right on. Oh yeah, I think I gave you a set when I was out there. Right on. I almost wish I hadn't tuned in. I'm so weak. Tell me, did you get one of these, Latigo? Pretty cool stuff. All right, I gotta get back to the instructions here. Where are we at? M2.5 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many times have I switched bits? If it's more than, let's say if it's more than 10, I'm buying another DeWalt. I can't wait to have this, like, done. And I don't mean just assembled, but I mean, like, finished. I think it's going to look so cool outside. This sort of satisfies, because, you know, I've always wanted to have one of those stupid cross 8x8 amphibious vehicles. I mean, I'm not really so much into military stuff. That's not really my vibe generally, but there's something about it that just makes me really want one. I don't know why. That chuffed sticker would look so good in the back window of my Saab. It would. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, with shop pay, it's just a matter of, oh no. Can I pay extra to have you slap them on my rig? Yes. Yes, you can. Is that 8 so far? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. DeWalt discontinued or updated to a new one, I think. Oh no. Oh no. The bits I use are Traxxas bits. These are all, they're the Traxxas bits, and they are spectacular. Reefs makes a set too, so if you feel that, you can get those. Since we know Rebecca doesn't watch, what are you getting her for Christmas? I'm getting her everything she asked for on her list. Pretty much. Good night, Enlighten RC. Have a great evening. Okay, I gotta move forward on to new steps. Now we're doing things. What are we doing here? These look like add-on bits, so that's gonna be these guys, I think. Wait till we get to the doors. I'll put one door together with the glass in it, just so we can see how that iridium glass looks. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. Are these the right pieces? Yes. Yes. Okay, so we've got the rear facing this way. This is the rear of the vehicle. That's gonna go there. And what do we need? M3 by 10. Okay. Socket. 2, 3. Gonna change bits again to another bit. Like 2.5. There we go. So now I need 3 DeWalts. No, just use 2. Okay, and then we're going to need to put this guy on the back here. These are, I am presuming, going to be the shock mounts, or shock towers. Wait till you see the decal sheet that comes with this too. They're pretty unique in their own right. Okay, then we're going to repeat the process on the other side. That's not the right one. Wait, what have I done? These are the same. They're not supposed to be. Oops. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I had it right. I'm wrong. I had it right. What size shocks? You need to have the, I think they're the Proline big bore shocks. But don't quote me on that. I haven't looked closely at what shocks there are. I'm pretty sure I have something in this workshop that I can use without having to buy anything new. Yes, Frank, that's correct. Just chassis, no drivetrain. But you can buy a kit that has all the parts you need. All right, what are we doing next? Headlights, which are their own assembled thing. There are 2 different options, I believe. These are the printed version, and it's multiple pieces to obviously put these together. How does this work? Yeah, like that. And then I bet you you can get an aluminum machined version that would have all of this already kind of like pre-done. And then there's another piece that goes in here like that. Pretty cool. There must be lenses somewhere. Maybe they're in the with the iridium glass here. I haven't looked too carefully. I got this literally, I think this showed up last night. Oh yeah, there is. So you get glass for the headlights. Your chair sounds like your bones. You have never sound. There's nothing more accurate than that statement right there. The chair sounds like your bones. That is so funny. Sorry to ask again, but is this chassis and the body all 3D printed? Yes, it is, but it's like the laser sintered nylon. It's not like a home 3D printer. This is a Formlabs printer. These are like $100,000, and offers a much higher quality of print. It's not like this is like there's no infill. It's not like there's infill or like a percentage of infill. It's just solid. So it's much more robust than any home printer could make. Look at that nice yellow tint headlight glass. That's pretty cool. Plops right in there perfectly. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to spend too much time on these parts because they require more finishing. Like I'd want to, paint the inside of that lens so it's not just gray. So we're going to leave all of that for another time. I just wanted to kind of get most of the assembly of the actual body done. So we'll worry about that later. And then at this point, you need some trailing arms or links also, which I do not have prepared. So we're going to skip that as well. You can buy his aluminum machined ones for this kit, or you can use bomber ones from what I understand. I also have a set of those upstairs. Hey, just snagged the big ass SPG decal for my new shop setup. Right on. Why wasn't that printer on your over $100 Christmas list? Yeah, good question. And now, what can we do next? We can do the front bumper, which has space for a winch. So you can add a winch to this truck. You can do a stock sort of like servo style winch, or I bet you could even do a more like traditional scale winch if you wanted. Getting into this other bag now, because these other screws are for the previous step, so we're going to keep those in there. Don't want to lose things, that's for sure. The bumper hardware, excellent. Just what I was looking for. They could do better on that part, like telling you when you need to open another bag. Like, and in fact, I wouldn't just call it the bumper bag. I would like part number, like, like how like there's an A bag or a D bag or whatever. That's what I would do next. But when I was revising this, I would probably do that. This is going to go on here like this. And we need a couple M3 by 10. Flip this on its side for a second. It almost, like when you look at it quickly, it almost looks like it's injection molded. Like that's the quality of the print to me. bolt it down to a felony chassis. What's that say, Gears? Bolt that down to a felony chassis and let's make this thing go. What are we making here? A dinosaur? All right, and we've got some little tiny tow hooks here, which you can add. Please get a new chair. This one is hurting my ears. Oh man, there's all kinds of tiny bits in here. What are all these parts for? Oh, there's a bunch of interior parts. Look at all these little tiny parts for the interior. Look at that! That's so great. Very cool stuff. I can't wait to get to all of this. What was I looking for in here? Oh yeah. Oh, there's another piece for this. Almost had it right. Also, because these bags are frosted, it's kind of hard to see the parts you need. That's not it. Oh, there's your, oops. Fair lead. Need that in a second. Oh, here we go. That guy. That guy. Put all this stuff back in the bag so we don't lose it. This, for all of the people who have just joined, this is the taken from primer artifact, and that's what it looks like when it's all put together. They shot a bunch. I think they shot most of these photos at Proline by the Fire, although that's Proline by the Fire, that guy. Some of these have too much green in them. But what a cool looking vehicle. And I'm just in the middle of the instructions right now, which are very good. Very good instructions. I'm just putting all these parts back in this bag so I don't lose them all. Which, knowing me, I would. Does it have a unique set of skills? Alright, what are we doing here? We are building... How do they want this to go? This way. Wait. Oh, these aren't the right ones. I'm doing this all wrong. Will this fit in Smiggins? I don't think so. A lot of things won't fit in Smiggins. I barely fit in Smiggins. Oop, 10 o'clock. Wow. I'm going for an hour and a half? Dang. Alright, you do get a little tiny dowel there, metal dowel. Slide through there, and then through there. And now you've got your thingy, tow hook. What do we require there? Two and a half by 8. That chair does sound like my bones. Where'd the other dowel go? Uh-oh, there it is. Almost a disaster. Is this for everybody? I'm going to say no. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's for those that want to try something a little bit different. That's what I'd say. Oop. Don't strip the bolt. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Cool. Okay, those are on now. Let's put the fair lead on. Great fit and finish on that too. What's the wheelbase? It's long. I haven't measured it, but it's very large. Okay. Let's move on to the body. We're going to get onto the body portion of it now, so we can move this out of the way for a moment. Let's see how far we get here. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Yeah, let's see here. Pulling out all the parts we'll need. Is this not? That's the other side. Maybe we've got a few in here still. Yes. There's the piece I'm looking for right there. Look at how that keys together so nicely. It's like they were intentionally doing this to cab. This is for the 100,000. You have to finish. No, SCX6 axles are going to be way too big. I don't think it was set up for that. So bomber axles it is, I feel. Let's take a break for a moment. Let's just enjoy each other's company. Cheers. This has been a very fun day. Needs sand tires. Front sand tires. I wish I still had those front sand tires. 10 mil socket. That's these guys for sure. Now, how do you know which is the front and which is the rear? Guess it. Oh, I see. That's how you know. Chair. There's the other door. Oh yeah, here we go. Put that together thusly. Oh, I forgot. You're looking at me, which is not nearly as interesting as this. Okay, that'll be the other side, which we'll get to in a second. I've been watching the back catalog of the live streams. I'm up to episode 212 now. I listen while I do walkabouts. Oh, that's a great idea. Josh and I always threatened to make a podcast version, but we just haven't gotten around to it. Just not anything we considered, but we should. Why is Slippy, Slappy, Shappy, Dippy? We were looking at the Ford that I just finished. This guy, and people are asking if it was a similar enough wheelbase to Dippy to put this body on that bugger chassis, and it is very similar. So it is something you could try doing. They cost a ton of money, but all we would do is convert our existing live streams into an audio version and just put them up as a podcast that way. It would be nice to listen while I drive. If you have YouTube Premium, you can do that. Where are we at here? I think at this point we need to start putting in some windows because of the way this thing is constructed. So we might as well get some of those out just for the time being. These look like they should be windows, but I don't think these are them. I think there's another series of glass here. Stand by. You're gonna have to build a garage for that thing. Yeah, like a real garage, like a real life, full-size garage. It's not small, it's big. I'm a gold level ding dong. I can't afford YouTube Premium. Do they make a 2-door version? Yes, they do. There is that option. These are the front windows. Okay. Look at this. I love this reflective stuff. So cool. Okay. So this will go, and they've done this so everything keys in, just sits right in there. And then where's our front bulkhead? Is that it? No. That's a roof portion. Where's the front? What's it look like? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's so satisfying. That is so cool. Ha, that's great. And there is a protective coating on this glass, hence why it's a little foggy on one side and a lot sharper on the other. It's just because I'm keeping that on there until we actually go ahead and do the painting elements that I want to do. Plans to run the snow ski at all? Yes, definitely. Did you use any new tires on that tire tree thing? No, all old tires. Matt is actually on a wooden ship heading across the Atlantic. Gah, gah, gah. Ooh. Ooh. That's so good. What are you building? Just joining. Go back a little bit, Ray, and check it out. It's called The Taken from Primer Artifact. Where are we at now? Now we need some tiny glass. I think these little guys, perhaps. Yeah, that will go in there, I think. And then we're going to need a front bulkhead, which is this guy in this configuration. These guys were smart when they made this. Oh, that's the other side. Where's the other one? There it is. I just have to figure out which way it goes. Oh yeah, this way. So this piece. Yes, that's right, okay. There we go. Just like that. Ha! Awesome. Now, how do we assemble that? M2.5 by 8 flat. Sorry, just going through my bolts. Oh, M3 by 10 socket. Okay. That makes more sense. Oop. Cool. That's pretty neat. Looks like a boat. And then there's a whole bunch of little accessorizing pieces that need to go in there. Is that the right piece? No. Glass fiber reinforced nylon. It's like an SLA nylon, so yes. I don't know if it's glass reinforced, but it's similar to that, yeah. How does this go in here? Maybe like this. Yep. That's pretty cool. .2.5 by 8 mil flat. That's not right. I'm having a hard time reading the manual for this portion. Looks like it needs to be way longer than that. That's not right either. Take another look at that. It's definitely got a nutsert, so oh, maybe I'm supposed to put another piece in first. Stand by while I figure this out. There's a lot of little pieces now. We're getting into the... Oh yeah, I am getting a weird reflection on my fingers, eh? That's weird. I definitely don't smoke. Okay, that all goes together quite nicely. But what bolt goes in there? It says M2.5 by 8. Flat. All the nutserts are going to... No, they're not. Everything's holding together very nicely. That must be it. Oops. We're definitely not going to get through this tonight. This was an ambitious thought on my part. Nope, that's not the right size screw. Because it's not holding. Okay, so that's the first error I've found in the manual. Interesting. Will there be a part 2? Gares, absolutely. Absolutely there will be. Yeah, that's not long enough. I don't have anything else longer than that in this set, so that's weird. That is a weird one. Unless they put it in the roof section, maybe. Yep, that's probably... That'll do it for sure. Okay. That might come up later. We'll see. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a door. Let's just move forward and do a door for now. Because I do want to show that off. I think it's pretty neat. Let's make a door. So the doors are multi-piece, obviously, to allow for putting the glass in. There's the back portion of the front door and the top portion. And what we have to do here is you hear an animal outside. It's a very scary noise. Just got super scary in here, guys. Some sort of animal is outside. It's a big animal. Probably a raccoon. Yeah, I can hear it eating something. Creepy. Just raccoons stealing another Jeep. Transmission is an SSD transmission, SSD scale transmission. Drive shafts are off the shelf. Just order them, and then you do have to cut them to length. It's not the chair. Chris, was it a raccoon that you heard last night too? Like it kind of fell over or something? Yeah. Is Rebecca a werewolf? Thank you for the sweater compliment. I appreciate it. Okay, let's build a door. Where are we at here? Need one of these as well for the door mechanism to function. And if I'm not mistaken, it goes this way, just like that. And I think there will be springs. There is a spring situation here. Where are the springs? Those are for wheels. Chassis. 4-door. Here's the springs. Caution, spring under tension. I guess that's on this part that we do that. Yep. Doing. I think that just goes. I think there's probably a magnet portion of this as well. Let's put the glass in while we're here. This is also like a bit of a puzzle, because you got to find where these pieces go. It's the wrong side. Can you see where I am? No, sort of here. There we go. See that better now? And there's tiny triangles. This is obviously the part of school where I was bad at stuff. Slot A, tab B sort of deal. I told you each piece is laser engraved as well, which is pretty neat. And then this all kind of sits in there, just like that. Then that door is under compression. And then on this side you would put, there's going to be a door handle. Yep. And then how does this go in? Oh, it has to go that way. This must be on the other side. That's the wrong side door handle. Stand by. Yeah, that's basically the idea. There's obviously more to it that I don't know yet. I'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, 2.5 by 8. Ooh, the door handle just popped off. We'll figure that out. Not too worried about that right now. But yeah, now you can see sort of how that's going to all fit together. Oops, obviously not done yet. Dang it. Why didn't that all go together so easily? Because I'm fast forwarding through steps now. Shortcutting it. Very bad. Should have just done it right the first time. Ah, yes. The other screws to hold it together would be handy. Some tiny screws, I'm telling you. I like all this fiddly stuff. This is my favorite kind of building. Not the best to do on camera, mind you. But still quite fun. But there you go. That's sort of the gist of how a door would go on. Which, that's pretty cool. I think this is going to be a fun build. Don't forget the door mechanism. Yeah, I know. I'm just, like I said, cutting corners now just to share some of the elements of it. We'll all come back to this. There will be another episode. Maybe do we do another live build for the rest of this? Or do you want me to fast forward through some of this and just have more of it accomplished for the next video? Let's do a poll. Can we do a poll? I'm sure we can do a poll. Let's do a poll. Go into the thing here, start a poll. Live part 2 or recorded? Live, recorded. Start poll. Would Capra axles work? Probably not. They really did design this around the AR60, or I think you can use RR10s, so if you had a Rift hanging around, you could use Rift axles. But again, just attention to detail, like these seats. These jump seats are actual jump seats. This is all like rubber, injection molded plastic rubber to give it actual movement. It's pretty cool. Get the tedious stuff built and do a live finish. Ooh, I like that idea. That's good. Yeah. I figured it out. It's a Jeep inspired by Pit Viper sunglasses. Here, let me show you what... Oh my gosh. Not small. This is all going to fall apart on me, but it's like basically somewhere in this area here. There we go. Yeah. So, not small at all. It's a monster. Like I said, when I first saw it, I was like, this is really cool. You should consider scaling it down. Because this is too big for most people. Make it smaller. But it is very, very cool. And I like how easy it is so far going together. There's a lot of assembly required, but it is very much like Lego, and the instructions are pretty good. It is very much a builder's kit, as you will need to add a lot of stuff that is not included with it. It's a definite premium price, but it is a very premium kit. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed. I think it looks absolutely killer. I wouldn't mind Maybe redoing that front bumper. I think that's a little aggressive for this. I don't think it needs that so much, but we'll see. As it comes together and as we get more of it done, I think we'll find a sort of a personality for this. But I'm pretty impressed so far. It's pretty cool. Doug Willman, thank you very much. I didn't know this show was happening. Congratulations on having me in your legion of fans. I think that's a compliment. Just take my money. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Very cool. Just tuned in. WTF is this thing? It's called The Taken. It's from Primer Artifact. And it is a very cool kit. I think I put the link in the description. I usually do that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. What is it scaled as? I didn't say. I would imagine it's like 7th, 6th, maybe. It's pretty big. Yeah. How's that poll working out? Oh, wow. 84% live? All right. Fine. We'll just have to come back to this again soon. Maybe I should order the rest of the parts, get that stuff done that isn't done, and then we can come back for the rest of the assembly. Oh, I do love the idea of some homemade cinnamon rolls. That sounds great. That chuffs me greatly. Okay, it's 10:30. That's 2 hours of live. I think that's enough for all of us. Let's keep it rolling right now. It's all on the table. I had to skip a bunch of stuff though. Okay, I'll keep going. I'll do a little bit more. I'll do a tiny bit more. We'll go back to the body and get more of the body done. Are you going to distress it? No, I'm not going to distress. I am not going to weather it. I don't think it requires weathering. But I will do some cool paint. Encore! Rift axle housings are being blown out on tower. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm good to go until around 4. I'm not. I'm definitely not. But let's get back on the body portions of this here. We'll do the doors later. Okay. We did that front bit. Is that how it's supposed to be? Just sort of like randomly assembled? Yes, none of that gets done until the next part. Okay, let's move on to get this spring put away so I don't lose it. Knowing me, that would be the end of that. Hot Boy Racing, thank you for keeping it going, and a new chair fund. Thank you. Okay, where were we at here? Okay, I need this, and I'm going to install this part first, and this, and we need this guy. And none of this. We'll go to 11, okay? We'll go to 11 o'clock. Then I'm done for tonight. But it's fun. It's been a while since we've done like a live build. Am I right? Like, it's been some time since we did this. So it's nice to be back, having a wonderful time. And nice to share with all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, that's too small. That's not the right one. I had to take it out of the roof bag, which I'm sure will come back to bite me later. 10. That's too long. We should do this more often. I agree. I feel like I used to do a lot more live builds of all kinds of stuff too, right? Like it wasn't just weird stuff like this. Oh yeah, 10 mil. There we go. Yeah, I do feel like we used to do a lot more live builds. So let's get back to that, huh? Let's do that more often. Because it's fun. It's fun to get ribbed by you guys. Thomas, thank you so much. You can't see me, but I'm flashing my moobs for your inspiration. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is great to see a live build. Thank you so much. Got any more of them parts bags? RC Good Times, please read. Not a useful comment, just wanted to see my updated profile pic on TV. That's a good looking profile pic. Very nice. I think we need to do the other side now. And those are 10 mil as well. I'm going to my my local hobby shop crawler parade on Saturday afternoon. I think I'm going to do, because this won't be ready by then, I think I'll do my SCX6 honcho that day. It's got a lot of nice lights, and it'll be a good one to drive around, I think. Russ, thank you very much. My nephew's getting the Bamboo Labs A1 for Christmas. What do you recommend as the first or needed accessories? Gosh, you know, I don't have an A1, so I don't know what's needed for that guy. In fact, to be fair, I don't think you need anything. I think that printer on its own is just fantastic. Maybe the cool plate. They offer a new cool plate so the bed doesn't have to run as hot. That's it. Like, honestly, you don't need much. It's out of the box. That is a great printer. I think your nephew is going to be very pleased with that gift. Oh, I put this window in wrong. How did I do that? It's upside down. There we go. That's better. That should slot right into place. Ish. Yeah, all right. There we go. And then there's a back piece somewhere. Is this the back? Yes, this is the back. Congrats to your nephew, though, Russ. That's really great. Let's rekindle this awkward YouTuber-viewer relationship. It's nice to interact with influencers. Certain folks are too cool to talk to fans. Who's that? Who are people like that? I feel like most creators, especially in this hobby, are pretty good about the interaction. No? Am I wrong? You know what? They don't show the rear window glass so well. I think it's these ones. Yes. Mm-hmm. No. That's not right. Oh. I had it backwards. No, I didn't. Ugh. There we go. And then these have to go in there. Like that. Okay. Yeah. Then what? They haven't, there's no other screws, just those ones. Oh, because you have to mount it onto the chassis. I think we better show the manual. So this is what I just did. This part right here. And then there's gluing some little bits and pieces and like just accessory stuff there. And then it shows you the completed one. And then remove the front shocks to install cab mounts, lock in place. Mounts, lock cab in place. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, do I have to do that? Can I get away with not doing that? Hey, you can see me. Hi. There I am in the window. Slide cab into place. I think we can sort of do this without having to. I don't have enough hands because this is all going to come apart if I'm not careful. Okay. Wow, this thing is big. Let's lose that thing so you can see all of this. Have you had any issues with your X1 Carbon yet? Weird printing parts, etc.? Nothing. Not a darn thing. That thing is just rock solid. If anything, I think the AI could be a little bit better in terms of like spaghetti, but I usually am around when I print, and if I'm not around, I'm usually close by. I would love to watch you do Tamiya build live. That BBX build was fantastic. Let's do one. You know what? At Christmas time, we can do that. I've got a whole bunch of Tamiya kits just waiting for someone to build them. Oh, I see. Okay, this is kind of backwards. I don't know why they wouldn't ask you, why they would tell you to do the shock mounts at this stage anyway, because you do need to remove them in order to get these things on. It's kind of silly. Seems kind of backwards, but I guess there's no other way to do this first. I'm hoping there's enough wiggle room here that we can just kind of move them out of position, and that'll be enough. Let's see. Yep, that should do it, at least in the front. Now we gotta do the same thing in the rear. I wonder why they don't tell you to put the roof on yet. Like, that to me would seem like kind of a no-brainer at this point. Oh boy. Ooh, don't come apart. Too late. Stay in there. Okay. Building this should be on the next Praise wheel. Get you and Tomley together to do a Minimax build-off. Well, provided he wants to keep it on 2S, I'd be happy to. Alright, gotta hide those comments so you can see everything. Because this thing is taking up so much of the screen now. Just loose enough. There we go. Okay. Let's get this thing back in here. boy, you know, realizing I have to take all of this apart again to how the heck is that supposed to get in there? Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. You can't see, but I can. Yeah, there we go. All right. Rock and or roll. Excellent. Let me just lock these back down in place here. Temporarily. It's all coming apart again. There, that's just to get it to stay in place. Same thing on the back here. Cool. Oh, it's a thick boy too. Yes. All right. Oh, it's so big. Let's switch over here. Looks so badass. Oh, I forgot to put that glass in there. Oh no, that slides in. Where's that piece? It's like Connect 4. Cool. I'm loving it. That is so rad. Okay, so there's the basic construction then. 1048, just in time. Should we get the roof on? Why not? Let's do it. Not many influencers do lives and interact like you and Josh do. Interesting. That's crazy. Late to live. What is this? This is the primer artifact Taken. And it is a big boy. Look at this size of the tires. That's gonna go like there ish. Probably sit more like that. So cool. How does this go? Probably. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it first. Feel like this goes in there. Yes, okay. There's got to be a back piece of that somewhere. Yep. Just right there. Never want to force these things. Oh, I think this piece has to go in first. Oh no. This has to go together first. Then it slides in place. Oh, this is a bit of a challenge here. There we go. There we go. Good night, Phoenix. Live Citroën build when? Oh, well, we're rebooking our trip to France for January, so sometime in January, I figure. Probably good. I would think you'd want to get a metal skid plate on that thing with how often it's going to high center itself. Well, I mean, I think you're going to have to kind of take into account this sort of terrain that it's going to be good in. Desert, less rocks. So Arma or the Traxxas? I'm undecided because I haven't driven any of the Arma ones yet. Your sweater looks itchy. It's not at all. Not itchy. Half track that thing. Oh, that's a good idea. I love tracks. That thing is my scale for sure. Yes, Jay, I know. You like them big. If you can read this, put me back on my bar stool. Oh, boy. Anyone have any running video of this yet? No, there's not a lot out there. I think there's only 2 or 3. Though Jeremy, not Jeremy Burris, the other one, he might have some. Now, how does this go? It must something like, oh, like that. Duh. Idiot. And then we got some of these guys. Roof panels. Cool. That's pretty neat. I like it. I think, you know what? It's very unique looking. I wouldn't say ugly. But I wouldn't say, it's not like attractive in a typical sense. It's very different, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And I think that's probably a good place to end for now. Because there's a lot more bits and pieces that are going to take a lot more time to get through. But I'm chuffed. I really, the build so far has gone very well. The fit and finish on all of these pieces is pretty amazing. Like, it's way better than any printer you could ever get at home in this day and age. Like, these are, I think it's a Formlabs, so I think it's like a $100,000 machine. And I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me and watching me build this. Thanks to Primer Artifact for sending me this wild machine. It is coming together beautifully. I wonder if actually if I need to disassemble it, if I could just tape the windows off. Or actually, I mean, there is a protective coating on them right now. So I bet you I could keep them in and then just paint everything and then peel that off. Sounds brittle? Oh, no. This thing is not brittle at all. It's so strong. It's obviously like the whole exoskeleton of the design and how this whole thing goes together. It's built to be quite strong. I don't foresee myself breaking it because it's not a fast vehicle either. It's not like it's a fire team. It's meant to kind of crawl a little bit. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how the gear ratios work out. It is an SLA laser sintered nylon. So yes, it's printed, but it's printed in a very unique way, and not in a cheap way either. All right. Yes, definitely gone longer than normal. I like the windows as is. Well, you got to take the coating off of them. So, yeah. I think I could probably just peel it after it's painted. And I'm just going to airbrush anyway. I'm not painting the whole thing. I'm just going to airbrush a camo pattern onto it. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited about this, though, and I hope you guys are going to stick around for the next episode. Did we figure out if it's live or recorded? I think we did. It's live. Up to 85% of you almost. So, yeah, I guess that's how that's going to go. Let's thank some people while I'm thinking about it, which would be very nice of me to do. Salt Pond RC for being a 5-month gold level ding dong. Blind Guy RC, Scale RC Adventures, Claymore RC, Thomas Bialzik, D'Artagnan, Thomas Bialzik, Hound Stuff, Sunflower State Crawlers, Black Sheep Chassis, Doug Willman, Hot Boy Racing, Thomas Bialzik, and Russ. Actually, Sunflower State Crawlers, that's your 20th super chat, and Doug Willem, that's your 10th. Thank you very much, everyone. Much, much, much appreciation to all of you. It's not attractive if you know the meaning of the word attractive. Ooh, Vanta Black. That would be crazy. I am going to do some sort of winter or like desert camo. Like the gray, I think this kind of flat gray really does lend itself to like, I don't know, like some sort of desert tan. Maybe even just a lighter gray. I think both of those things could look pretty cool. But we'll definitely do an airbrush on this. Maybe even that would be live too. If not live, at least we'll do some sort of maybe a member thing for that. Oh, this is cool. These hooks are for like airlifting it. That's really cool. I like that. That is so fun. All right. Thanks everybody. Much appreciate you watching. What else do we got? Today's Thursday, so we'll have to figure out when we can jump back on this. Maybe Sunday. Yeah, maybe Sunday. I want to do some go-karting tomorrow. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Love you. Bye. Now the awkward